everyone, Gigi the vegan here. We are making vegetable soup today. It is so cold in Kansas City. We have been having ice storms, snowstorms. And also, I've had so many people say, Gigi, please make the vegetable soup that you posted on Instagram. It looks so delicious. So I'm here today to make the delicious vegetable soup. I have a few things here for us to get started. Number one, I am using Red Hill Soup Mix. Great company, great product. And in this one, we have red lentils, we have barley, and it's going to be so amazing. I have some things here that is needed for the recipe. I have 2 stalks of celery. I have carrots. I have 1 onion. I have an onion that I'm going to chop up. I have leeks ready to go, as well as some vegetable broth that's low in sodium. I need vegetable seasoning mix, and I have 1 clove of garlic. So let's go ahead and get started. What I like to do first, I have this wonderful little wizard that chops all of my foods for me, especially like my celery and cucumbers and etc. It does a great job chopping. So what I'm going to do is just chop a little half so that you can see how this thing works. It's amazing. And what it does is makes little small cubes. Awesome. And what I'm going to do first is put all of my vegetables in here first. There is no oil whatsoever going into our soup. And I am making all of this fabulousness in my rice cooker. And you know what's so great about my rice cooker is everything is done within 30 minutes or so, maybe less than that. There we are there. And I'm going to take in my rice cooker. Yes, that sounds good. Put all these beautiful colors together. And next, I'm going to place my leeks in there as well. Just so it doesn't stick, I have a little cup of water, but actually I'm just gonna drizzle a little, just a little bit, just so that it doesn't stick. Just enough to get it all smothered, and that's what you want, you know, all the flavors to work together. Nice, and we have some nice flavors that's gonna work together. The celery, the onions, all of that. Next, I am going to chop up some garlic. I just have 1 little garlic clove, and I love garlic. You know, garlic just adds flavor to your meals. And also garlic is good for us as far as inflammation, lowering cholesterol levels, you name it. Garlic is the source. It's like a super duper food. I know growing up, my mom at our home, you know, in our kitchen with my aunts and everything, they used to hang garlic in the kitchen. And everything we ate had garlic in it, you know? And I tell you, from that, we were seldom ill. Every dish we had garlic in it. The second thing I'm going to do is go ahead, what I like to do is when I'm smothering everything, the heat and the flavors that work together, I like to go ahead and add my seasoning. I have a little bit of cumin. I have a little cayenne pepper in this. I have garlic salt, garlic powder, a little bit of pink salt, and I have vegetable seasoning. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in there. And what I'm going to do is the measurements of all of this will be listed in the bio below. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, to my channel. So look at that, delicious, right? No oil whatsoever. We're not cooking with oil. We're only cooking with vegetable broth. Okay, and we'll let that just go ahead and work its magic together. And while that's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and get our vegetable soup ready, prepared. Today, let's see here, there we go. I like to tidy up while I'm making magic, or should I say deliciousness. So the next thing we're going to do is I am going to use about a cup of the soup mix. I'm going to use about a cup of that, and in doing so, you're going to need about 2 cups of vegetable broth. This is low sodium vegetable broth. And then I have roughly about a cup of water. So we'll do that. Oh, wow, this is yummy. This is really coming together. Look at that. Smells so good. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also have turmeric in this as well, so in the seasonings. Okay. Now that our veggie soup, lentils, green and red lentils, as you can see, pouring that in there. Oh, everything smells so delicious. And remember, this is a great starter recipe. It's also packed with protein because of your lentils and your beans. And now I'm going to let this simmer just a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and add our veggie broth. So we'll let that simmer just a little bit. Okay, we let that simmer a little bit. It's time to pour our veggie stock in here. And again, about 2 cups. Look how gorgeous that looks. And we're gonna let this just go ahead and cook down a little bit more. That aroma is so great, so delicious. It's gonna be some great soup. And so what I'm doing now is just stirring it all together. All the flavors are coming together. And it's gonna be a great soup. Yum, yum. And so what we'll do, we'll let that cook. That's going to cook for about 10 minutes in the rice cooker. Again, it only takes about, 15 minutes in this rice cooker to make a delicious vegetable soup. And I love it, stainless steel and non-stick. And we'll see what happens. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Only 15 minutes. Alkaline vegetable soup. No sodium, no oil. Gorgeous. Now, you see how thick and chunky this is? There's a lot of people that like it this way as well. I like it like this sometimes too. But what we're going to do is just smooth it out a little bit and just make it as silky as possible. And what I'm going to do is use my little hand blender that my son bought for me over the holidays. And I'm just gonna pulsate that until it gets, you know, look at that. That is so gorgeous. It's all purified here. Okay, I'm going to take this out, place this over in the sink. And I'm going to go ahead and place our soup into a bowl. Beautiful. Nice and creamy. Okay. And then I'm going to add, I'm going to set this up here. I am going to add a little cayenne pepper. You know, this is good for the heart, the arteries, get things flowing. I said a little bit, didn't I? But I added quite a bit because I love that kick. And then there's a brand called GIGI'S kale chips. We have the crumbs of the kale chips, which is pretty much, they have cheesy, it's all vegan kale chips, of course. They have cheesy, spicy, and naked, but it's all in one. The crumbs that's left over, we're gonna put that on top of our soup and top that with that. And then if you wanted to, you can add some paprika on top as well. But again, this is it. Delicious vegetable soup, alkaline, clean, no oil, no sodium, all vegan. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and like us on Facebook. Everyone has a doctor in them, and you are your own doctor. Thank you.